since 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Fenix.
What's going on, guys? Getting a little bit of lag on my end. Let me know if you can hear me 5x5. Welcome back to another live stream, guys. We're doing 2 legs today, Atlanta to Memphis round trip. And we unfortunately don't have VATSIM online, but that's fine. We'll make it happen. Uncontrolled departure. Hopefully they'll come online later. Hope you're all having a great week. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. We are flying the Delta today. It's the 3 Musketeers, as Raf calls them. We got the triple Deltas in the house, Raf and Scott. It's going to be a fun flight, and hopefully it'll be a smooth one, because I know there's some thunderstorms moving over Memphis when I was last checking the weather, so should be interesting. Gary, welcome. So we are in Concourse Delta, ready to go. 2.6 left, I believe, is what they're using for departure. That's what SimBrief gave me, so we're gonna go with that. Yeah, 26 left. Okay. So let's hop in, guys. Welcome, welcome. Smash that like button, don't forget. And let's get it started. Let's see whether, not whether, the volume is good. We're gonna come up here and let's see how the Fenix does this time. Battery 1, battery 2. Get some AC power to the aircraft. Nav lights, oxygen supply, CVR on ground control. Let's get the aiders in alignment. And come over here. We'll have to wait for the FMGC thing to load up. Let's give it a second. I'm gonna pull this. Let's come to our EFB and load it in. So we are Delta 986. All right, Atlanta to Memphis, good to go. And let's come here, go to our OFP. Plug in some numbers. Alright, so nav database is expiring today, so I'll have to remember to update that tomorrow. Let's initialize the flight. Delta 986. So should be departing Atlanta, Memphis, 56 minutes en route time. Let's come here, enter our flight number and cost index. As usual, I'll follow SimBrief for now and then I'll change it if it's too slow for me, for my liking. Cruising at 340 with an ISO deviation of plus 14. So 340 it is, 34,000 feet and plus 14 did I say, or 13? I said 14. So plus 14 minus 24, a little bit warmer. We'll go to IRS, confirm alignment, and we'll request our wind data. And I'm gonna shift over here and get our ATIS for, or the METAR rather, for Atlanta. So Kilo Alpha Tango Lima, I'm gonna put it here. METAR send. Wait for that bad boy to come. Winds aren't looking too crazy. All right, we're good there. So as of 1852, good, it's pretty new, it's from like 20 minutes ago. Winds are pretty much calm, good visibility. Let's get out of here while that's the case. 29905. 29905 is set once, set twice, and what is that in hectopascals? 1014 is the QNH. And we'll go here. All right. One thing I want to do is come up here and do the APU fire test. While we're at it, we'll do engine number 1. And we'll do engine number 2. I'm happy with that. I'm going to come over here. Departure off 26 left. It is via the NASA 2 Chuk transition. So we're gonna come over here, select NASA 2 for the departure and Chuk transition. We're gonna insert that, and then we're gonna have to enter our arrival. We're taking the Van Z3 star to 18th center. So ILS 18th center, Van Z3. Alright, no via. Let's insert that. Let me see how that looks. I'm going to come to plan. So according to SimBrief here, my SID, I am supposed to get off 26 left, climb on heading 275. That's right there, intercept heading 275. Intercept course 288 to Snuffy. Then undepicted route to NASA. Top altitude 1010,000. Set. And I'm going to come over here. Step through it, make sure there's no weird discons or anything like that. And actually there's not any restrictions that we have to follow. That's good. I have the constraints here in the EFIS, so, or the FC rather, in Airbus lingo. So it would show up. We got a discon here. Precisely why we do these checks. Let's clear that discon. Beautiful. So we have all the restrictions for the star in there. Looks like it's going to be a left downwind for 18 center. Looks beautiful to me. And I'm going to come over here and we can get some GSX loading action going. Request boarding. Let's see what it says. Boarding requested. Okay. Sometimes it complains because I think this is, Scott was telling me there's a regional gates here, so it's actually meant for the RJs and stuff like that. Fly with Rafa's in the house. In chat, I mean. Welcome, sir. Welcome, welcome. Let's go get our loading. Mass and ballons. I'm going to take a little bit of more fuel. You know what? I'll take a little more today because, like I said, there was some towering cumulonimbi. I just made that up. Towering cumulonimbuses over Memphis, kind of moving towards Atlanta. So I'm hoping that we'll kind of get the brunt of it, hopefully en route and not on landing. Otherwise, it'll be a potential diversion, which I'm hoping not to have to deal with. So let's go load aircraft. We're expecting 170 passengers. I got 132.9er on my zero fuel weight and 31 nothing. 132.9, 31 nothing. So 132.9/31. Init B, put that in there. Block fuel in 15.5. And taxi, it's always 500. Always the 500 pounds standard stuff for taxi. FinRes 2.6, alternate 3. Let's go 2,600 pounds for final reserves, 3,000 for alternate, and conting 1.6 in case we need to vector ourselves around that weather. That's what this is for. And preference, or not preference, performance. Let's go to our handy dandy calculator and our EFB that the PMDG is taking forever to release. 26 left. Optimal flaps, and we're gonna go packs on. We're gonna sync weather. 299.5. I'll check it again. Set 3 times. Good. And let's see what we got here. We got 46, 46, 48. 1 down 0.4. Here we go. That's the trim. Down 0.4. Why isn't my trim wheel working? It used to work before. Maybe they updated it and they need hydraulics to be running. Maybe that's what it is. Let's go flex temp, 60 and 2000 all around. So 60 on the flex and 2000 all around on the thrust reduction, acceleration, altitude, and as well as the engine out, which we're not going to deal with. So the setup is all done. I'm going to go 130 or 122.8 for Unicom.
Atlantic traffic.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 986 radio check. Thank you. Okay, so 5x5 on the radio check. IRSs are aligned. That was a little bit quick. I wonder what my settings are for the IRSs.
Passenger's bus is coming.
It should be on realistic timing. Let's see.
Delta 60, radio check.
5x5.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 1217, radio check.
5x5.
Motor.
Butter. All right. What was I looking for? Where do I check if my IRS settings are? Interesting. No, well. I'm ready to go. I'm just gonna cancel this.
Atlanta traffic, JetBlue 2614, 10 mile final line, 26 right, Atlanta.
So we got the flight attendants there, but they're bringing in the passengers with the bus. That's hilarious. All right, we're gonna skip all this good stuff. We're gonna skip all this GSX stuff. There's a whole lot of packs coming in, 170 of them. Alright, we got 2 legs to go, so I want to get out of here. So 10,000, flight directors are on, everything is set and good to go. I'm gonna turn on the APU and seatbelt signs. We're gonna cancel this boarding. We're gonna pretend like they all boarded.
Atlanta KATL 166, heavy Fenix 265.
There we go. My trim wheel is not working. I have no clue why. So I need a trim of 1 down 0.4, but unfortunately I can't get this to spin, and I literally have not changed anything. Let me check my control settings. Nope, it's all correct. Should work. I don't know. We'll just have to make it work.
Traffic Southwest 526 departing 27 right, small street departure, Atlanta.
Interesting. Well, at least the throttles work. That's a good start. Let's clear the company message and we shall get out of here. I wonder if there's a way to force the trim. Well, you can't. The trim is based on your center of gravity and all that. Alright, we'll try again at engine start, see if it works. Let's close all the doors and all that good stuff. Actually, did the APU turn on yet? Let's see.
Atlanta traffic, JetBlue 2614, short final 26 right there, Atlanta.
Alright, APU's available.
Atlanta traffic KATL 166, following a JetBlue Apex A320 on final 265.
Beacon lights going on. Let's go prepare for pushback. What is this tug doing? We'll wait for that guy to go first. I'm gonna come over here and let's go ground services, shocks and cones, and GPU. Now normally I wouldn't make a radio call for pushback, but because it's uncontrolled right now, because it's uncontrolled, I'm gonna make a call just to make sure we're on the same page with everybody. So we're on Delta 40 pushing back, spot 4 November. Atlanta traffic, Delta 986 pushing back from Delta 40 facing north. Atlanta traffic.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Beautiful. Classic. Classic. Go ahead and screenshot that for documentation purposes. Discord shenanigans. Let's see, that was Delta 9.
Atlanta traffic Delta 60 is at ramp 4 north, taxiing to 26 left via Foxtrot. Atlanta traffic Delta 2614, clear runway 26 right at Bravo 3, taxiing via Bravo 2 over 26 left Atlanta traffic.
Atlanta traffic on 166, heavy landing 26 right, Atlanta traffic.
Busy. So we're going for 26 left. Turn on our VORs. Good.
Release parking brakes, please.
Atlanta traffic JetBlue 2614, crossing runway 26 right at Bravo 2 Atlanta.
Clear.
Squawking mode Charlie and 2000 on the squawk. Good. Hopefully there's no conflict. Let's go start it up. Engine number, let's do engine number 1. Here we go. Looks like we got a KLM over there.
And Atlanta traffic LM 166, heavy Takeoffs 26 right at Bravo 3, taxiing via Bravo, holding short Bravo 2.
That guy sounds very European.
And Atlanta traffic JetBlue 2614, clear runway 26 left, continuing the Echo 1 Echo Foxtrot 1 to the Tango Gates, Atlanta traffic.
Please set parking brake.
Kind of an odd pushback, but okay, thank you.
Cockpit to ground. You have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlock.
Alright, give me engine number 2.
Yeah.
And KL 166, heavy is crossing 26 left at Echo 1 thereafter via Echo and Delta to the international concourse.
Atlanta traffic JetBlue background side, clear all runway, MOC departure, final call.
Super busy. They're all stepping on each other.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 1217, taxi 1, left via Foxtrot Echo.
There you go.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Oh, there we go. Now I can set it.
Left is
So
clear. Right is clear.
I wonder what changed. If anybody knows why I can't do it before engine start like I used to, let me know. But trim down 0.4 and we're gonna go flaps set 1. I have 2 good engine starts. Let's go boom. Turn off the APU. And I'm gonna go taxi lights. And I'm gonna go auto brakes max and ground spoilers armed. There she goes. Have a good one. Thank you. Predictive wind shear and takeoff config. Cabin. That usually sorts itself out, I find. Atlanta traffic, Delta 986 is taxiing runway 26 left via Foxtrot 4, Echo, Atlanta traffic. Let's go. Quick flight control test. All right, there we go. Full left, neutral, right, neutral, up, neutral, forward, neutral, rudder check, right, neutral, full left, deflection, neutral, flight control test complete, and we roll. Alright guys, we're out of here. Thanks everybody for joining. Gonna sidestep you, brother, no problem, Raf. Sidestep away. All right, let's see. We are clear on the left. I don't know why my Airbus side stick, the tiller, keeps wanting to kind of shift to the left. I'm always kind of fighting it and pushing it back to the right. Block time on. And again, clear on the left. Let's get it. And Foxtrot, as we know, turns into Echo. We found that out last time. Looks like someone just landed there on 26 left. Beautiful. And hopefully at some point tonight we'll have some VATSIM traffic come online. From what I see so far, we got YYZ on, Salt Lake City, Washington, and a couple more, but not Atlanta. Usually Atlanta is a pretty safe bet. Atlanta and Boston is a safe bet for having ATC online most of the time, but what are you gonna do? See right there, it just kind of abruptly pulls to the left without me putting any input, so I'm like applying opposite tiller to the right to account for that. Very odd. Because I noticed it does it in X-Plane as well, so it's definitely not a software issue. It's probably my Airbus side stick. All right. Clear on the left. And here we go with Foxtrot joins Echo.
Atlanta traffic Delta flight 1871, we have final runway 28. Atlanta traffic Delta 60, taking position 26 left, RNAV to Snuffy, heading up to the west, Atlanta.
Alright, there's Scott all the way down there. Laboom TV, hey simple and chat, let's get it. Insert Ric Flair, woo! Good one. Welcome, sir. Good to see you back at Laboom TV. That was a pretty cool video you posted in the Discord the other day for capturing the Toronto Air Show. That was beautiful. Smasheth that liketh button, Laboom. Don't forget.
Atlanta traffic Delta 17 lining up on way 2 left Atlanta.
There goes Scott to my left there. Let's see if we can catch him through our window without the airplane pulling to the left. There he goes. Safe flight. Right behind you. I like how we're so efficient this evening. Not messing around, guys. Nice and efficient. Delta Ops. What's this? La Group? La Group? I haven't seen that one before. That's our model matching doing its thing.
Atlanta traffic Delta 60, clear 26 left, Atlanta.
Alright, I'm going to go all the way to the end from Echo instead of Echo 13. Basically where RAF is. So RAF's leaving some time for separation from Scott, and I'll do the same, and hopefully we'll have a nice conga line towards Memphis. Beautiful.
That traffic Delta Truck and team taking off runway 26 left on that 2, not the Atlanta.
Safe flight. We'll set parking brakes.
Atlanta traffic Delta 1870, clear runway 26.
And I'm gonna get a nice quick screenshot here. Gotcha. Gotcha. There goes Raf. Atlanta traffic, Delta 986 is lining up runway 26 left, IFR departure to the west. Atlanta traffic. Let's watch them rotate first. V1, rotate. There he goes. Beautiful. Alright, final looks clear. I'm gonna go lights. Cabin crew, please prepare for takeoff. Alright.
Atlanta traffic Delta Truck and team airborne from runway 26 left departing to the west, and that's called Atlanta.
Alright, there goes Ralph. Overshot it a little bit on this lineup. Let's fix that. Alright, let's give it a second for separation. We're gonna go TCAS. CARA. There's Raf. There's Scott climbing at a 9,500. There's Raf 2,400. I'm gonna give them a couple more minutes, or not a couple, 30 seconds and we're out of here. Runway 26 left checks. Atlanta traffic, Delta 986 taking off runway 26 left, IFR departure to the west. Atlanta traffic. Takeoff cam. Let me get the sounds up for you guys. Maximum sounds. Alright, let's go. We got it. Heels to the floor. Spool them up. Chrono's on. Stable. Set takeoff thrust. Man flex 60 SRS runway. Auto thrust blue.
Atlanta traffic at Delta 2432, taxiing to the 26 left via Foxtrot.
Takeoff thrust set. Check.
Atlanta traffic Delta 1870, we are crossing runway 27 left.
100 knots. Check. V1. Rotate. Pause rate. You're up. Alright, hold your ears. This is going to be seriously loud, so you've been warned. See ya!
Atlanta traffic Delta 1870 crossing
Nav.
27 right uniform.
Thrust climb. Climb. Auto thrust. Let's take that slight right turn. no matter what I do, I can't seem to get that PFD not to lag anymore. I even turned down the settings, but what you gonna do? You're gonna have to roll with the punches. Atlanta traffic, Delta 986 departed, runway 26 left, IFR departure to the west, climbing at a 2,800 last call, Atlanta traffic. Alright. So, wait for that S speed, and we'll go flaps clean. Nope. Beautiful. And I'm going to go ground spoilers disarm. And I'm going to go nose lights off. Climbing out of 4,000. It's a straight shot. Let's go autopilot. And bring you over here. Okay, it's a little bit more decent now. It was more so laggy departing Atlanta. I'm gonna go give myself the final cruise altitude. 340. So we don't have any restrictions here. Alright, 340 is set. Autopilot is engaged. Should turn off the AI craft. How do I do that, Scott? Oh, through the traffic settings, is it? I think I already did that. I don't know, Scott. I think it's my system's just not liking this Fenix update. It used to be perfectly fine before the first update, for the V2 update rather. So what are you gonna do? It is what it is. Beautiful. Like I always say, the aircraft itself is performing just fine in terms of frames per second. It's just the displays that are laggy. And if you're just joining me, don't forget to smash that like-eth button. Smash that like button, guys. Support the channel, support the stream. I appreciate you. Alright, climbing out of 10,000, I'm going to go landing lights. And I'm going to go pressurization. Cabin altitude 500 feet a minute, climbing 2,800, 3.4 on the Delta P. 5x5.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
Alright, so 3.4 in the Delta P, 3,000 in the cabin altitude.
Said he got a 10,000 for 8,000 for the ILS 2.1 last month. New arrival.
After the last update, I'm running great. I have none of those options selected. Yeah, it seems to be like kind of system to system, right? I don't know. Because mind you, Scott, when I'm not streaming, it's not like this. So when I'm not streaming, it's perfectly smooth. So I think it's the streaming that coupled with the Fenix display kind of takes a lot of toll on my... But you know what, Scott? Like even still, when I used to stream with the first version of the Fenix, I never had these display lag issues. But what are you gonna do? I'm gonna get a little weather update down in Memphis. So let's go over here and we're gonna go weather Kilo Mike Echo Mike. Let's go Atsu. So as of 6:45 or 6:54, so it's about 45 minutes old, so we'll probably need a new one in 20 minutes, but winds are coming out of the south. What runway are we doing? 18, good. So winds are 10, gusting 17, 10 miles, few clouds, 30,000 or 3,100, scattered 5,500. Temperature 26, 2.23, altimeter 2988. Wind shift observed at 2156. So basically, an hour ago there was some wind shift. Lightning distant. This is the convective activity I was telling you guys about. Lightning distant east southwest. Rain ending 20 past the hour. Thunderstorms ending 24. Or no, rain ending at 20. Wait, was that Zulu? I don't remember what that was. I don't remember if that was the time or is that the minutes past the hour, but we do have some cumulonimbus distant southeast, southwest, moving southeast. So it is, like I said, it's moving towards Atlanta. That's what I saw. So that kind of checks out with the stuff I got on SimBrief. Yeah, it's going to be fun. We'll go here. Let's enter this in the box so we have some preliminary information. 2988. Uh, 26 degrees down in Tennessee. 190 at 10. I won't worry about the gust factor. 190 at 10. And let's see for the ILS, and we're just climbing out of the transition altitude that's standard on the Barrow. That equates to 1013 hectopascals. Good. So if I'm doing the ILS 18 center, just confirm that. Yeah, 18 center. I'm going to pull out the chart here. So 18 center down in Memphis has a ILS minimum of 657 feet barometric. So 657 baro. Beautiful. So that's set. And then the last thing I need to do is for my fixed ring. Let's see. So we're joining the arrival at Wazer. Yeah, Wazer. We want to be at Cram for 230 or lower. So if I aim for 220 at Cram, we'll call it 220 at Cram from 34,000 feet. That's 12 to lose times 3, because that's the 3-to-1 rule. That's 36, and we'll add a little bit of buffer to it. We'll call it 38. 38 out. We'll start a descent. So from Cram, Charlie, Romeo, Alpha, Mike. 38 miles out. So give me that fixed ring. That'll get us some extra situational awareness. There we go. So more or less lining up with our top of descent as calculated by the McDo, which is always good. As a second source of a check. Beauty. Alright, let's make sure everything's stable. We got a company message here. Let's clear that. ADC delay code, I bet you it's going to be. Yep, for sure. Oh, someone else. Hello, Captain Simple. Diversion to Hawaii authorized. Hurricane conditions in Memphis. Fire trucks on standby. See ya. I don't know who that is. It's one of you guys probably. Beats in the beginning when I used to stream, when some troll used to say Jesus saves or like some stuff like that about Jesus on my McDo. Alright, so autopilot is on. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick for a evacuation. I'll be right back. What's up, guys? Looking good. Let's see, how much gas do we have right now? 11.8, and I'm gonna land with 9. So I'm just gonna deduct like 2 off our gross weight. 142.6 will be our gross weight for landing for landing performance purposes. 142.6 we'll call it. 0.6. And now this is gonna be interesting. Is it wet or is it dry? It's a few clouds scattered. Okay, so it looks like it's dry. We're doing 18 center. Plenty of runway. We have 11,119 feet available. Factored landing distance with a 15% safety factor on top. I need 8,100. So auto brakes low ought to do the trick. I'll select it after. Looking pretty good. We're about 65 away from Chook. And then we'll join the arrival. Alright, 4,000 feet to go. Gorgeous. So far so good in terms of that convective weather coming our way. We'll see how it goes though. See where I'm joining the ILS from. Lori. Okay, so intermediate fix Lori 3000. I'm good with that. And Jaldo at 2000 for the glide slope intercept. Looks good. Airborne for 17 minutes. Looks good, man. Thousand to go. So we probably won't even get a new METAR by the time we're on the approach. 7 minutes. Maybe we will. Turn off the seatbelt signs. Alright, let's make a quick announcement. 26, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We're just about to level off at our cruising altitude of 34,000 feet. On behalf of Delta Airlines, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this short service from Atlanta to Memphis. We'll be starting a descent towards Memphis in about 10 minutes. If there's any last minute business you need to take care of, now is a good time to do it. Otherwise, the cabin crew will come around to make sure your seatbelts are secured with your seats in the most upright position and your tray table stowed. I ask that you remain seated for the remainder of this flight and follow the cabin crew's instructions at all times. We should have you down on the ground in about 30 minutes. It's 26 degrees down in Memphis. Some lightning storms southeast of the field, but aside from that, it's looking clear. Again, on behalf of Delta, your first officer, this is Captain Simple, and your cabin crew, I'd like to thank you for joining Delta Airlines, and I hope you choose us again. Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for arrival. Thank you. Good. Yeah, actually we will get time for a new METAR. It should update in about 4 minutes, top of the hour. So for 18 center down in Memphis, ILS frequency 111.905. Final approach course 180. Alright, I'm happy with that. Scott says gate Alpha is Delta West Side gates. Okay, so we'll just exit on the right and back taxi on Charlie to the west side, okay. I'm trying to see where's gates A. Memphis Airport is almost like two different airports in one. That's interesting. Oh, on the chart they're labeled as R? Okay. So we're doing 18th Center. We're gonna probably get off at Papa or Charlie 1, depending on how floaty it is. And then we're gonna back taxi somewhere there, I'm guessing. On the west, that's the east side, so on the west side here. Okay, gotcha. So Romeo, it's on this side. Okay, cool. But it's funny to me how it's like a completely separate airport almost. It's like two airports in one. I guess maybe that's the cargo stuff. I know there's a lot of cargo activity at Memphis. And then there's our arrival. So we're going to do a left downwind. It's the Vanzi 3 RNAV arrival. Good to go. Navigraph has upgraded so much. Yeah, I think there was a new update today, Raf. So far, so good with the weather. Let's make sure we're on live weather here. Oh, I don't have live weather on? What the hell? No wonder, guys. Oh my goodness, this whole time live weather wasn't on. That messed up my altimeter as well. Yeah, it'll fix itself. Good thing I checked that. It's funny, I did the exact same thing I always do. I make sure it's on live weather before I start, but for whatever reason, it wasn't. See, that makes more sense to me. Looks like there's some convective activity there, some convective activity over there. That looks more like it. Alright, good. Raf says Navigraph shows what runways they're landing in real life and departing. Oh, nice. As well as the ATIS currently in real life or VATSIM or Aviation. Yeah, I think that's under the weather info, right? Yeah, I knew that. It's updated a lot, Raf. Navigraph is a lifesaver for flight simmers. Okay, back to 34,000. So it's interesting it did that though, because my altimeter is standard anyway, so whatever. Alright, let's see, it's 8:01. Can we get a new ATIS? Memphis. There we go. No, it's still the same. Hasn't updated. Let me see if there's more updated information available from the EFB here. Let's see, weather, arrival. Nope, it's the exact same thing. What about here? 2254, so it's all outdated. Interesting. All right. It's Ralph says it updated for you. Weird. Let me go auto brake slow because we already calculated we're good with that. The cost index of 5 worked out just fine today. I'm not gonna make it faster. Got good separation from Raf. He's probably going faster than us. That's fine. Doing Mach 0.76. Let's have a quick check on VATSPI, see if there's so we got Fort Worth Center online, but unfortunately we don't have Memphis online. And we have Washington Center, we have Miami, no Atlanta. I was kind of guessing who's going to come online. I thought it's a pretty safe bet with Atlanta. Maybe it'll still come online on our flight back, hopefully. So static air temperature -40, so no icing, it's too cold. But on our descent I'll probably turn it on. Alright, you know what, I'm gonna go seatbelt signs on. And let's start our descent here. We'll go managed and see how it works out for now. So Mach descent, nav, beautiful. For our first restriction, we want to be at 230 or lower. I'll go 220. And the profile should come in. We'll actually keep the strobes on auto, so we don't have to worry about it. Chloe, hey, how are you? Good. Chloe on Twitch, welcome. Alright, we're officially starting our descent towards Memphis. And if we end up in IMC, I'm going to Chloe, no. If we end up in IMC, I'm going to do an auto land because there's no way I can follow the glide slope and the localizer when it's this laggy. That's my only worry. And we're going to try to follow the speed restrictions at Cram. You want to be at 290 knots. So right now we're on Mach. We'll wait till around 26,000 feet to in the transition, and then we'll select around 290. Here comes profile. I'll get one more weather check while I'm still not too busy. So Kilo Mike, Echo Mike. Let's go here. There we go. New information is available. So as of 13 minutes ago. Beautiful. We'll come here. Next phase, next phase. Whoopsies. It's 170 at 4. So wind's pretty much calm. Anything under 5 knots is usually considered calm. And altimeter 29.86 and 26 degrees still. 29.86. Let's see, everything is good with the descent. Few clouds at 3,100, and again, the lightning's distant southeast west of the field. So coming en route towards us, as expected. 6-hour precipitation amounts, 7.3. Maximum 6-hour temperature and minimum 6-hour temperature is 33 and 24, so it's hot as hell down in Memphis. So let's go 290 on the speed. We'll keep the speed up to adhere to the star. We're going for Vanzi. We already passed Cram. We want to be at 280. And 230 or lower. My next restriction is ultimately going to be 14 to 16,000. So I can go all the way down to 14,000. Whoopsies. It is hard to work with this thing with this lag. Okay, 14,000, there we go. We'll keep it at 280. By the way, why don't you upgrade with the decoration of your channel with the logo, banner, panels? Why, I'm happy with it. It's working for me, Chloe. I don't want to change it. I'm happy with it. Okay, this is odd. Why isn't it joining from Cram? Did we not put the transition? Well, too late now. I'm just gonna go to Vanzi. No, Cram is not a transition. We should be going from this waypoint to Vanzi. I don't know. So speed's good. 230 or lower. We're gonna meet that. Oh, you're a graphics designer? Nice. A little busy at the moment, Chloe. Memphis traffic, Delta 986 is currently about 50 east of the field. We're making a left downwind for 18 center. Memphis traffic. Okay, let's check the rest of our waypoints, make sure it's all there. Vanzi, MASH, HLI, should be LaRue. Okay, so the rest of them are there. I don't know why I didn't pick up Cram. We're gonna switch to 2986. And again, let me make sure the weather is live. Nothing funky happened. Okay, good. Still live. At MASH, I'm supposed to keep 280, so let's abide by that. So at MASH, we want to be between 14 and 16,000 feet, which will be no problem. We'll let the McDo do its thing. And 2986. So climbing out of the transition level 18,000 feet, let's go 2986. Then the next restriction is going to be Chalmer for 10,000. Just going to go all the way down to 10,000.
Memphis traffic, Delta 60 from the Van 3 arrival for 18 center.
Oh, the Chalmers actually, if you're landing 9, 27, 30, or 36, so that's not for us. We don't need to worry about that. We need to worry about LaRue between 10 to 12,000. And 250 knots, so I am gonna... Well, I'll slow it down in a bit. We're still 10 out from Holly Springs, VOR. The weather seems to have held up, which is good. Look at those beautiful puffy cumulus clouds. Stratocumulus layer there. Let's go screenshot. Save that. Delta 986 Memphis arrival. There we go. As usual, we're going to put all these pics in the Discord server. The link is going to come up in chat for whoever's interested in joining our little server. Alright, I'm going to make the speed 270. Not too bad. Alright, I'm going to slow it down now.
Memphis traffic, Delta 1217, crossing 10,000, looking to make a left downwind to runway 18 center, Memphis.
Why is it lagging? Okay, now it just completely froze. Oh my gosh. Look at this, guys. Is it gonna unfreeze? Where's my CPU toasted? Nope, there we go. Okay, good. Slowing it down to 250. And then the next restriction is going to be between 11 and 9 at Fland. Memphis traffic, Delta 986 is 25 miles southeast of the airport and climbing out of, or descending out of 12,000 for left downwind 18 center, Memphis traffic. Alright. Pretty much met that restriction. Let's go 9,000.
Memphis traffic, that's 60, making a left hand to intercept final for 18 center, following the company.
Look at the rain showers.
Beautiful approach in. Ground that mark, stop flight simulator.
I didn't catch that.
Oh, after that, nice sunset arrival.
Alright, the next restriction would be at maybe you want to be at between 8,000 to 10,000. Oh, this is going to be a long final compared to what I'm used to, because you want to descend all the way to 3,000 from 6, and then you're catching it at the intermediate fix. Usually we're catching the ILS, intercepting the ILS a little bit past the intermediate fix. Between the intermediate and the final approach fix is what I'm used to in terms of capturing the ILS. But okay, so landing lights on, and let's make sure pressurization is good. Minus 350, cabin altitude 1600, 3.9 on the Delta P. Good. Looking good.
Traffic Delta 1727 from Memphis, 5 mile final. Again, that's from Memphis, Delta 1727 on a 5 mile final, 18 center.
Let's go down to 8,000.
10 mile final, 18 center, Memphis.
Down to 8,000, and I'm gonna start to slow it down to 210. So the McDo did pretty good job today, to be honest, with handling our entire profile on its own for a descent. Good job, McDo. And we're gonna go 210 knots, and I'm gonna come to here and activate our approach phase. Important to make sure your speed's unselected so it doesn't slow down to green dot, although we are kind of on green dot anyway. In fact, I'm gonna go 211. Or actually, no, I don't want to bust that restriction. Let's go 210. Looks like it's already activated as well. Okay, cool. Activates for you after a certain point. So I'm going to hold 8,000 and then down to 6,000 in 1 mile. There's alt constraint in magenta, that's correct, because I'm selecting an altitude lower than 8,000. So right now it should, as soon as we pass this Mebe waypoint, there we go. Nose down, descend to 6,000. Memphis traffic, Delta 986 established on a left downwind runway 18 center. Memphis traffic. So there's the field. Let's see if we spot anybody landing. Oh. All right, in about 1 mile, actually we can go ahead and go to 3,000 now. We're not going to bust that restriction in 0.8 of a mile. So we'll go 3,000.
And Memphis traffic, Delta 63 mile final, 18 center. Memphis.
So Scott's 3 miles
Memphis
out.
traffic, Delta 1727, 18 center is cleared. Then we are on Sierra 1, going Sierra, Sierra Tango to the terminal. Have a safe flight, everybody.
Memphis traffic, Delta 1217, turning left base to final 18 center.
So there's Raf. Let me see if I see you. I don't think I'll be able to see him. It's easier to see him at nighttime. And LS push button's going on. And we can arm our ground spoilers. Didn't have to use the ground spoiler once during this descent, which is good. It means the McDo really calculated the profile beautifully. That's always good. So India Sierra Delta uniform identified on our PFD here. India Sierra Delta uniform 111.95. Good. Raf's about 10 miles ahead at our 11 o'clock. Oh, there he is. I swear I saw some strobes. Maybe I was seeing things. Somewhere there, out in the distance. So you want to come in at 3,000 at Lori. Couple thousand feet to go, and depressurized nicely. It's the cabin altitude. 350 feet, beautiful. Brendan's in the house, says Darn, I keep missing the start of stream, still learning to fly the 73, aka Simple's favorite aircraft. Good lord, that thing is a bit to fly compared to Fenix, just makes me love the A320 more and more. Yeah, it's just a different animal, like it doesn't have fly-by-wires, it's all direct hydraulic controls and all. But yeah, haven't seen you in a while, but Brendan, good to see you in chat, sir. Welcome. I was supposed to go for a discovery flight in real life today, Brendan, but it was unfortunately canceled for the second time. The first time it was due to low ceilings and poor visibility, and like a couple weeks ago, and today it was due to gusts. There was a cold front coming in near Hamilton, like to the west of the field where I was going, and the instructor said I don't recommend it. It was like 230 at 17 gusting 22 or something like that. So that was a bit of a bummer, but aside from that, we'll make it work one day. And by the way, Brendan, we got 2 legs, so make sure you don't go anywhere after we land. We have, we're going straight back to Atlanta. Memphis traffic, Delta 986 turning left base runway 18 center. Memphis traffic.
Memphis traffic, Delta 1217, 7 mile final, 180.
Alright, let's pull a heading. .270. Not too shabby. For some self-vectoring, not too shabby at all. And then I'm gonna go ahead and request flaps 1. Speed check flaps 1. There we go. Let's see, we're gonna turn 210 to intercept in a few moments. Delta 986, you are 5 miles from Lorry, turn left heading 210. Maintain 3000 until established, cleared for the ILS 18 center approach. Okay, left heading 210. Maintain 3000 until established, cleared for the ILS 18 center approach, Delta 986. Alright, Loke is captured. Coming in right now. Speed down to 180. Trying to do my best with this lag. Alright, there's the field. Now, why don't I have DME yet? Are we too far out maybe? Lorry is supposed to be 14 miles out, okay. So we're on the localizer. Look at those gusts, guys. I am getting rocked like a boat. Sheesh. Memphis traffic, Delta 986 is on a 14-mile final runway 18 center. Memphis traffic. Approach. Okay, glide slope blue, Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. Here comes glide slope. And we're gonna go boom, boom, turn on all our lights. Cabin crew, please prepare for landing. Let me get out the replay. And I said I'm going to vacate 18 center to the right. Alright, here comes glide slope. Give me flaps 2. Speed check, flaps 2. Interesting how I don't get DME readouts here. Alright, let's go. 2,500 check, gear down.
That's traffic, Delta 1217, clear runway 18 center. Memphis.
He never thought he'll venture in a cockpit of 737 yet. Alright, we can slow down to final port speed. Flaps 3 are 185 or lower. So there we go, flaps 3. Speed check, flaps 3. And flaps full. Alright, beautiful. Let's do a landing checklist. Gear down, 3 greens, no red, flaps full indicated. ECAM memo landing, no blue. Clear to land, lit up. Cabin crew, please prepare for landing. Alright. We got a strong, well not strong, we got a 10 knots from the right. You hear that auto thrust really fighting it. Now, because I don't have a lot of faith in my laggy PFD here, I'm gonna let the autopilot do its thing for a little bit more. So a little bit closer, around like 600-700 feet, I'll turn it off. Memphis traffic, Delta 986, short final runway 18 center, Memphis traffic.
American 1,019, we're going
1,000, check.
360 36 right on the final.
Interesting. So they're coming in 36 right. So they're going to be landing here as we're landing here. Okay, sure. GRD is online. Oh, we got Memphis ground. Nice. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Scott. Let's go take off and land cam for you guys and record. All right, my aircraft. I'm gonna try to keep this visual because
500.
it is gusty. You guys feel these gusts? Holy moly.
Minimum.
Runway inside landing.
300.
Okay, glide slope is off. I'm gonna go visual.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Nose on gently. Into touchdown zone, a little floaty, but we'll take it. Spoilers, reverse green. $70 knots. Stow them. Alright, which way did I say I'm vacating again? To the right, okay. Probably could have made this one, but we'll go ahead and go for the next one here. Welcome down to Memphis, guys. Let me try to vacate here. Charlie 1 as planned, so I said either Papa or Charlie 1 depending on how floaty it is. So there we go. Welcome to Memphis. Don't go anywhere, we're going right back to Atlanta. And Memphis ground is online, so I'm going to go clear of this runway and I'm going to contact ground. We're going to back taxi here on Charlie. We'll kind of hold it here, but I do want to be clear of the hold short, so I'm just going to go like this. We'll tell them we're on Charlie. Alright, let's stop it right here. Beauty. Let's stop the replay. Stop recording, bring guys here. Let's clean it up. Memphis traffic, Delta 986 clear of runway 18 center, Memphis traffic. All right, flaps
American
up,
4119
good.
cleared to land 36 right.
And APU on, and we can go taxi lights, turn these bad boys off, okay. And ground is 121.9er. 121.9er, here we go. Stop the flight time, 1 hour and 1 minute exactly. We'll take it. And we want to go to the Romeo gates there. Ground hello, Delta 986 clear of runway 18 center at Charlie 1. Request taxi to the Romeo gates, please.
Delta 986 Memphis gun hello, you can taxi by Charlie Papa November.
Charlie Papa November, Delta 986. Beautiful. All right, we'll take it. What was the landing rate on that? Was that smooth? It seemed smooth. I don't think I caught the landing rate. Let me see. What was that? Oh, minus 49. It was a little floaty. It better have been minus 49. So Charlie, and then it's going to be a left on Papa, right on November. So this one is Papa. The one after is Tango. We want to go on the first one, left right here. And here I am fighting the tiller again as it wants to shift left on me for some reason. Welcome down to Memphis. Tennessee, and luckily all the convective activity that we were talking about has left the vicinity. Looks like we're pretty clear around here.
American 4119, holding short outside of runway 36 right, requesting taxi to the gates.
American 4119, you could taxi to gates by Kilo Juliet, cross 18 center.
Taxi via Kilo Juliet and cross 18 center, American 4119.
Alright, we're gonna go all the way to the end November. Beautiful. Let's get a little outside view. You see how it just kind of wants to shift to the left on you? That's not me putting any inputs, it just does that. Okay. So that last one should be November. Not this one. This one is Papa 2. Alright, let's take a right turn right here. We are clear on the left. Nice, gentle right turn, easy does it. And there's Raf and Scott. Brendan says, I landed PMDG safely, not well, 4 times, and I'm the other time, well, some minor. How do you have a minor fatality? It's either fatality or no fatality. What did they say? Total loss of hull. I apologize to the deceased for the inconvenience. Ugh. Insurance is gonna have a field day with you, Brendan. Yeah, with the PMDG, the flare timing is different because it's literally responsive. As soon as you pull it, there's no fly-by-wire system, so I almost find I flare at like 20 feet, depending on your sink rate. If you're kind of on a standard glide slope coming down at that, 700 feet a minute, around 20 feet I usually flare. And then by 10, I really make sure that I'm not slamming into the ground. Check, close, hold the attitude. You'll get the hang of it, Brendan. And Delta Gates indeed. Look at this. It's the Delta Fest. Let's see. Where can we fit in here? We'll go right there beside these guys. I don't see the parking lot. Oh, there it is. Okay, never mind. I see it. And hopefully for the next flight, we'll have some VATSIM online. That would be lovely. All right, let's marshal ourselves. Whatever. We'll take it right there. Not the best parking I've ever had, but I'll take it. So 1 hour and 14 on the block time, hour and 1 on the flight time. We'll go APU bleed on and taxi lights off. Engine numero 2, engine numero 1 coming off. TCAS standby, transponder standby, predictive wind shear off. Beautiful. And wait for the N1 to come down to 5%. We can turn off the beacon lights and let the packs free. All right, 5% N1. Let's go. Beacon lights off, seatbelt signs off, no smoking can come off. And I'll even turn off the fuel pumps. Good. CVR record, passenger oxygen, crew supply off. And let's go GSX.
American 4119 at the gate. We're shutting down. Thanks for the service.
Roger.
Beautiful. Let me turn down the sound so you guys don't go deaf. All right, cool. I'll take a screenshot right here for the records. Delta 986 Memphis arrival number 2. All right, good. Let's see. We won't waste too much time here. We'll go display cap. Let me just show you guys. So minus 49 on the landing rate, and then Sim Toolkit Pro.
That's the center FedEx 1499.
Look at this. This is that cell that I was
FedEx
talking about.
1499 Memphis ground, hello.
Luckily, it looks like it's kind of non-factor for us as we're
Memphis
coming
ground,
back.
1449.
Looks like it's to our south, southeast. So hopefully it won't be moving
FedEx 1499
towards us.
first,
But that's
you're going to have to get
nasty.
a clearance.
You do not want to fly
clear to
through
Atlanta
that.
by the BP7 departure current transition.
We got minus 31 on the landing rate. We'll take it.
10. Departure frequency is going to be eventually 123.65. Squawk 1632.
All right, now what I'm going to do is file the next flight plan here. So new flight. We'll continue Delta 986 because why not? Squad, no, 250 is not a slam. Anything between 200 to like 280, I'm okay with, Scott. That's not a slammer. That's a normal landing. So Delta 986.
FedEx 1499, can you hear your reback?
–
Memphis
One moment.
to Atlanta. Phoenix. I have to keep up with RAF. Fair enough. All right, Memphis to Atlanta. I'm going to disconnect off VATSIM for now for the replay. All right, so we got our flight plan in. Let me file it to VATSIM. And don't forget to smash that like button if you're just joining us. Let's see if we can get to 15-20 likes at least. I'd really appreciate your support, guys. Minus 169, nice. Delta 986, we're going 35,000 feet Memphis to Atlanta, roger. Flight plan set. Alright, so I'm gonna go evacuate the bladder and I'll come back and we'll fly right back to Atlanta. Let me see if we have Atlanta Center online yet. No, unfortunately we don't. Oh, look at this, guys. Damn it. We literally got like VATSIM all around to the East Coast. East Coast is bumping right now. From Miami, Jacksonville, look at that. Washington, Cleveland, Boston, YYZ. It's all full. I don't know. I wonder if it's an event or if it's one of those celebrity streamers that have a Congo line. Maybe either or. But we're not going to worry about that. We're going to go right back to Atlanta. Hopefully by the time we are en route, I'm hoping we'll have some VATSIM. Eli's in the house. I made it in time, right? Yep, we just finished our first leg, so we're gonna turn right around and go back to Atlanta, Eli. Welcome, sir. Sim Toolkit Pro, fly now. There we go. It's ready. It should come up there on top of your screen. The new information. All right. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Alright, we're back. Let's get rid of GSX. So, I'm just gonna go panel states. How'd you do it again from here? Panel states, where is it here? Panel states. Ready. Let's make sure our doors are closed actually first. Close all this stuff. Activate. I like these, the replay during 2 legs because I get to stay with you guys during the replay and kind of watch it with you guys. Okay, it's starting up. Let's go flaps full for the replay and ground spoiler armed. All right, let us get the replay. Turn on the volumes. Good. So let's see how that went. $200. $100. Oh, that's a nice shot. With the shadow like that. Whew. 50, 40. There we go. Little last second aileron correction. Nice. Let's come here. Let's get a view from the outside. Yeah, Eli, that was a certified butter. Brilliant says beautiful landing, thank you. A little floaty if I'm being honest, but in the sim we'll take it. It was still in the touchdown zone. There's all that convective activity all over the place. Same thing that canceled my discovery flight today, unfortunately. Oh yeah, that was not a landing. That was a harmonization. That was a reharmonization with the pavement. That's what it was. All right, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. Let's do the plane spotter point of view. Showcase. Why didn't you do your discovery flight? Because there was a cold front coming in from the west of the field, Eli, so it was bringing some convective like weather before it, in front of it basically. It was 230 at like 17 gusting 22 or something like that. The guy's like, I wouldn't recommend that. He's like, you're just going to be like bumping all over the place, and for your first discovery flight, it's not going to be a good impression. He's like, I suggest we do it during the morning time next time, because usually by the afternoon that's when all those convective activities have happened. So it's basically the wind gusts. Look at that. Oh, we'll take it. And there was all the other student pilots that they were just putting their planes back in the hangars and stuff that were shutting it down for the day. So I was like, all right, well, if they're not flying, we're not gonna fly. Last thing I want to do is insist on it. It's like, no, we have to go flying. Yeah, we'll take that. That was beautiful. All right, stop replay. We're just going to do this. And main menu. Tomorrow? No, he said it's going to be probably next week or the week after that, to be honest. So I'm just going to have to try to get it out of my mind because I was thinking about that every day. I was so excited, but at this point, I've had it canceled on me twice. So I'm just going to roll with the punches. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to keep trying to force the issue. I'm going to call them tomorrow and reschedule for a morning time and see where it goes. And there's a little bit of like, not mountain obviously, there's like a 400-foot hill that's kind of west of the airport. And the instructor said there's like, as the convective activity is coming towards it and it goes down that mountain, I keep wanting to say mountain, it's literally 400-foot hills. But you get like some mountain turbulence on the leeward side of it. And so we would be hitting that as well, which was not good. But what are you going to do? All right. So Raf, Scott, I'm not sure if you're flying with me this time. Let me know if you are. Brendan says, having flown PMDG now, although I admit it's a great airplane for sure, I have no doubt the Fenix has better texturing and graphics, especially the wings, and of course it's more intuitive. Yeah, that's for sure. Looks-wise, I haven't really paid too much attention to compare them, but the Fenix is beautiful for sure. So Scott had to go. Raf, are you flying or no? Let's see. So we're doing 18 right. 279 right. Oh yeah, we're still in Atlanta here. Wrong airport. So that's the runway for departure. Not that many choices. Alright, I'll just guess the cargo stuff would be there, right? This seems like, yeah, that's the short taxi. We'll take this one. Why not? We'll make sure it's live. Oh, this is why it got knocked off live weather last time. So it's interesting, guys, that I used to click live and then bring back the time and it stayed on live, but that's a little change that they did. So now that I go like this, it knocks it off. Or now that I clicked it manually, it's fine. But anyways, live weather's on. You are my witness. We'll go like morning time or something. Live weather. Gate 58, medium. Let's go. Okay, so we have Memphis Center online. That's nice. We'll take it. We have Memphis departure online. Good. So look, we got Memphis right here, and unfortunately we're still missing Atlanta Center. Simple takeoffs to Atlanta Center, simple takeoffs to Atlanta Center, come in. All right, definitely probably not the correct gate configuration, but anyways, what gate are we at? now. So Memphis to Atlanta. Let's turn the volume up. It is up. Okay, good. Okay, I think I'm on the Romeos. I must be somewhere by the Romeos. Now, which one exactly? 1, 2, 3, 1. The third one. Let's see. We'll call it Romeo 14. It might be 13, but let's not get too picky here. Delta 986 at Romeo 14. We'll call it. We'll go Memphis to Atlanta. Good. All right, let's get the show on the road, guys. Thanks for joining me again. Battery 1, battery 2, external power, emergency exit lights on, no smoking to auto, crew supply on, ground control for the CBR, evacuation on captain, ADER is going on. And let's go to our EFP here. And I want to make sure one more time that I have live weather on. Live weather is on, good. We're gonna come over here to our handy dandy EFB, which, to Brendan's point, just the EFB alone makes the Fenix kind of more interesting than the PMDG. Still waiting for that EFB. Toggle the jetway. We can even start boarding, whatever. Close boarding. Let's get our flight plan in here. So Delta 986 departing Memphis for Atlanta. Beautiful. Let's do a APU fire test. Engine 1 and engine 2 fire test. Good. Let's initialize our flight. FMGC, so again, 6th of September. I'm gonna need to remember to update that tomorrow. We're gonna go ATSU, AOC, weather. Not weather, what am I doing? Flight initialization, insert. And we are Delta 986 service from Memphis back to Atlanta. We'll put that here and here. There we go, Memphis to Atlanta. What's my cost index on today's flight? Cost indexing 5 and cruising 350. Cost index of 5 and cruising 350. International standard atmosphere deviation, 13 degrees hotter than normal. So that's gonna give me minus, what is the math here? 28? 13 did I say? 13, that's correct. Okay, so minus 38. IRS's align on reference, beautiful, and we're gonna go wind, request, and we're gonna scooch on over here and get a weather and get a METAR from Memphis. So Kilo Mike Echo Mike. Good, so that's coming in. As of 0054, so basically 8:54, it's 8 minutes old. 210 at 10. Interesting, pretty gusty. So I'm going runway 18. The winds are going to be 30 degrees from my right. 10 statute miles scattered, 4,500. Broken 55, broken 7,000. Altimeter 29990. That's what I'm looking for. 29990 set once, set twice. And 1013, it's 1013 already. We'll pull this guy out. The backup attitude indicator. Nice. And turn down the brightness on the PFD and the ND a little bit. Perfect. And same thing here. Good. Give me the ATIS. So let's connect to VATSIM. Delta 986. Good. Memphis clearance deliveries online. Memphis ATIS 12775. So let me get the weather first.
Runways in use. Notices to air mission. Bird activity reported in the vicinity of the airport. Retake all runway hold short instruction. Retake wake turbulence separation standards in effect.
$25.
All
Somebody tipped
aircraft
us
contact
$25.
ground
Thank you
control
so
for
much.
pushback onto taxiway November or
Appreciate you.
taxiway Juliet.
Whoever that was, thank
Advise
you
on
so
initial
much.
contact. You have information, Charlie.
Charlie. Thanks to whoever that was. It's anonymous, so I'm just going
Memphis
to keep it anonymous.
International Airport ATIS information, Charlie
Let me update the
0054
ticker.
Zulu.
Really appreciate that. Thank you.
West 210 at 10. Visibility 10.
It has been months since I got a
4,500
donor from Anonymous.
Ceiling 5,500 broken. 7,000 broken. Temperature 24. 2.21. Altimeter
Appreciate you, whoever that was.
2990.
Thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
In use, runway 18 right and 18.
Okay, 18 right, 18 right is
Simultaneous
in use.
departures in use, runway 18 right and 18. Operate mode C on taxiways and runways. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. Notices to air mission. Bird activity reported in the vicinity of the airport. Retake all runway hold short instruction.
And we have Charlie.
Retake wake turbulence separation standards in effect. All aircraft contact ground control for pushback onto taxiway November or taxiway Juliet.
125.2 is...
Advise on initial contact. You have information, Charlie.
Alright, 125.2 is
Memphis
clearance delivery.
International Airport ATIS information, Charlie 0054 Zulu. 1210 at 1.
Alright, good. Let me just get some water. I'll be right back. All right, back with you. All right, I'm at Romeo 14. I have Charlie. Let's get our clearance. I'm expecting the BBK engine. It reminds me of Burger King, and it's Wednesday, Whopper Wednesday deal. Makes me hungry. So we're expecting the Burger King. I'm gonna call it the Burger King RNAV departure. BBKNG, whatever that's called. All right. What's my transition? Kermie transition. All right, let's get our clearance. Let's get our clearance. Memphis clearance. Good evening. Delta 986 at Romeo 14, type A320 with Charlie. Request IFR to Atlanta.
Delta 986, this is delivery. Good evening. You are cleared to the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International. Read BB King 7 departure current transition that is filed. Maintain 5,000, follow 35013 minutes out of departure. Departure is going to be on 125.x squawk 1621.
Delta 986 cleared to Atlanta via the BBKNG departure. Kermie transition then is filed. Climb 5,000, expect 35010 minutes after departure on 125.8, squawking 1621. Delta 986.
Delta 986, readback is correct. For pushback, contact ground 121.9 after flight.
Okay, over the ground for pushback 121.9, Delta 986. Thank you. Okay, let's go over to 121.9er from now. 121.9er. Good. Alright, so I got my winds here. Nothing looks too off to me. The intensity is fine. I'm gonna enter my flight plan here. So I know I'm expecting 18 right for departure. Burger King 7. Kermie transition. I had to like really hold myself from saying Burger King to him. Burger King Sid. Galvin 1 to 26 right. ILS, so 26 right. We departed off 26 left, I believe. So 26 right, we're doing the Galvin 1 Rusa transition. And I'm not gonna put a via, let's see, Haynes or Zello. Let's have a look-see. Yeah, actually we do want it from Zello. Let's see. Approach ILS 26 right. Right. Yeah, we'll take it from Zello because that's part of the. It's on the arrival. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So I was just checking if I want to do it from Zello, which is the initial fix. So I usually don't do that unless it's part of my star. So because my star has Zello right there, so we want to go to Yuri for a left downwind, and because it's listed called out there, I want to come straight to Zello and for a nice long final. So from Zello, in the initial approach fix, that's the intermediate fix, and that's the final approach fix. So we're 22 mile final. So if we can't get stable, there's something wrong there. All right, that's good enough. Eli says downloading 737 Max for X-Plane 2. Is that payware? So I want it from Zello. Insert. Now I'm gonna come over here. And I'm gonna go constraints, and I'm gonna go constraints over here, and let's have a look-sees at our departure. Max Team Design is free. Maybe I'll check it out. Let me know how it is. I had a little bit of fun with the Zebo so far. So 18 right, climb on heading 180. 180 to Ribs. Course 153 to Ribs, then on depicted route to Burger King, to BB King, whatever it's called. So boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, we need to be on plan mode. Let's go plan mode. All right, let's review this. So it's basically a left turn to the east on departure. I want to make sure all my constraints are there for the star. There is none. Beautiful. So we're coming in from Rusa, and we're gonna pick it up at 5,000, the ILS at Zello. Okay, good. That looks good to me. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get our loading in. So we're gonna come over. I'm just gonna cancel GSX. Okay, I'm gonna come over here. Let's see, loading mass and balance. According to SimBrief, we need 157 passengers. That checks out. And how much fuel do I need? 14.5. So let's see, we'll call it 16 in case we run into those nasty thunderstorms and we need to do something about it. Probably not, but fuel doesn't cost much in the sim. In fact, it's free. Brendan says, do you have the 739? If so, is it worth it? I have not. Nope. I have the 737 and I have the 738. I don't have the 900 yet, Brendan. I have no idea. Okay, so 15.9, load aircraft, instant. We're above our max landing weight, but we're not above our max takeoff weight, so we're good. So 130.2/30.4. 130.2/30.4. 130.2/30.4. Boom. 130 and double check because I'm paranoid. 130.2/30.4. Good. And taxi fuel is 0.5. We're blocking 15.9. I always like to enter a little bit less. I'm pretty sure I made that up, but put a little bit less in the McDo so it thinks we have a little bit less. 350 on the other. Oh yeah, I already did this. So we're good there. I just want to get my fuel breakdown. It's contingency 1.7. Alternate fuel today is going to be 4,400 pounds. And for my final reserves this evening is 2,500. 2.5. Beautiful. Let's do our takeoff performance. So let's see, takeoff performance. We're departing out of Memphis for 1-8, right? Surface is dry, flap config optimal. Packs on. Let's see what we get. 44, 44, 46, 44, 44, whoopsies. And 146. Oh, you mainly fly the 900, Scott? That's interesting. I love the 800. It's like a perfect balance for me. 1 down 0.261 and 1290. 1 down 0.2. 1 slash down 0.2. And what was the flex temp? 61 and 1290. $12.90 all around. Thrust reduction, acceleration, and engine out. Alright, good to go. Clear that, clear that. What am I squawking? 1621. So 1621 will go on. And squawking mode Charlie confirmed and set. 1621. And is tower online? We don't have tower online, so 125.8 is the departure frequency. I'll plug that in instead. So we're gonna be 125.8, or as Americans call it, 125.8. Here in Canada, we're supposed to say decimal. Okay, 125.8, that's there. And yeah, let's see. What's the top altitude on the SID? 5,000. That's it. We're good. And let's go APU. So fuel pumps, seatbelt signs, master, and start. Got the nav lights. Nav lights are on, and actually we'll go beacon lights on as we're about to start the engines. CVR can go off. We'll wait for that APU to kick. Let's hear the sounds. The eargasms. Let's go. And I need to push back nose to the left for 18. There's a runway right there. I can pick this gate so we have the shortest taxi possible. Let's turn on our VORs. Oops. Who uses ADF anymore? That's for NDVs. You don't need the automatic direction finder. Only VORs. Good. And APU is available. APU 100%, good. We'll go APU bleed, and we can shed the external power, and we can also get rid of it here. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go prepare for pushback and departure. Ground services, we can get rid of the GPU, and parking brakes are set, so I can turn, I can get rid of the trucks, close the doors, looking good. Here he comes.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
And they told me to contact ground for push, so 121.9er with Charlie. Memphis ground, good evening, Delta 986 at Romeo 14 with information Charlie. We're ready for push and start.
Delta 986, pushback approved. You can face north.
Pushback face north, Delta 986. Alright, good.
Ground 172 Mike Bravo at West Signature, flying to Kilp.
Here it comes.
Number 127 Mike Bravo, Memphis ground, hello, runway 18 center, taxi by Charlie 7. And when ready, contact departure 125.8.
Oh boy, did I say nose left or right? I can't even remember. I hope it doesn't push us back the wrong way. Scott coming in. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate you, sir. Let me add you right to the ticker. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your support today. Mr. Scott coming in with the 320 for the A320. Right on occasion.
Could you repeat that 172 Mike Bravo?
Number 127 Mike Bravo, 18 center by Charlie 7 and contact departure.
Thanks, Scott. I appreciate you. Guys, I seriously can't remember if I clicked nose left or nose right. So if I push back to the wrong direction, facing south,
Charlie 7 and contact
please accept this as my apologies in advance.
on 1-2,
Release parking brakes.
5, 8, 172
Let's
Mike Bravo.
go. Let's clear this company message here. Boom. Alright, I'm going to monitor this. If it starts to push me to the right, I'll just cancel pushback because that'll be embarrassing. I want nose left. Let's go start engine number 1. We'll see how it works out. Okay, no, it looks like it is taking us nose left. Good, good, good. We're good. And there's an aircraft on final, short final right here, about to land. Oh my goodness. That nose, floaty. That should have been almost a go around. I saw them being a little high and they forced the nose down there. Oh God, look at those rain showers to basically the west of the field here. Oh my goodness. Let's depart before we have to go through all this crap. Oh yeah, they're building up. Let's get out of here, guys. Parking brake set. Thanks for the push.
We have a good engine start.
Alright, I'm gonna go engine number 2. Rafa said I had to go do something. No problem, Raf. Sit back and enjoy the show, my friend. Welcome back. I was just saying these thunderstorms are ridiculous, Raf. Hopefully we don't have to fly through them. I mean, to be fair, they're not thunderstorms yet. They're not developed. They're like nimbus clouds or cumulonimbus clouds.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Thank you.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, we got 2 good engines. I'm gonna go predictive wind shear. And I'm gonna go engine start lever to, or start switch to norm. APU bleed coming off. And we'll go taxi lights. We'll go strobes on auto. And we'll go, take care, thank you, bye bye, thanks for your service. Auto brakes on max and ground spoilers armed. And what's flaps? Flaps was 1 down 0.2, so let's go flaps 1, down 0.2, set, beautiful, takeoff config, check, and cabin, and let's go quick flight controls.
6215 on Memphis ground, holding taxi ramp by November. Have a great day.
Flight controls. Full left, neutral, observed. Full right, neutral, observed. Full aft on the stick. Elevators looking good. forward, we're good. Rudder check please. Full right, neutral. And full left, neutral. Flight control test complete. Alright, this is going to be short taxi. Block time coming on. Chrono reset. Alright, let's get out of here. Love how robotic GSX sounds. And guess what, Eli? The person for GSX actually sounds, I don't know if you've caught this, but the person sounds different according to which country you're in. So if you're like in Spain, the GSX person will be talking like in a Spanish accent and stuff. That's pretty cool. Alright, it's ground. Do we have tower online yet? No. So it's still ground, and then the departure was 125.8. Double check, 125.8 is in the box. Good. And let's see if the information changed. The ATIS is still Charlie. Good. Memphis ground, Delta 986 with information Charlie, request taxi 18 right.
Delta 986 running 18 right, taxi by November, Mike 9er.
18 right via November, Mike 9er, Delta 986. Alright, let's go. We're good to go. Man, the clouds look gorgeous though, I'm not gonna lie. Rain showers a little bit to the south of the field here. Or north of the field rather. So I want to go November all the way to Mike 9er. This one is going to be Mike 7, then Mike 8, and then I can see it from here. That's Mike 9, the third one right there. So not here, not the next one, but the one after that. All right.
Delta 986, contact departure 125.8.
Order departure 125.8, Delta 986. Thanks for the ATC.
You're welcome.
Alright, order departure we go. So this is Mike 8, and I'm gonna go
November
here,
172 Mike Bravo, radar contact, say altitude passing.
Altitude passing 900
I believe this is Mike 9 right here. Good thing I didn't keep going, guys. I think that would have been embarrassing. That wouldn't have went.
November 172
This is
Mike
Mike 9
Bravo,
right here.
Roger, climb and maintain 4,000.
Climb and maintain 4,000. 172 Mike Bravo.
Nice and short taxi, that's what we like. Runway 18 right. And let's hold it right here. Gentle on the brakes. Parking brakes coming on. We're good for the lights for now, and we'll contact departure. Departure hello, Delta 986 holding short runway 18 right at Mike 9. We're ready to go.
Delta 986, Memphis departure, good evening, wind 210 at 10, RNAV 2 ribs, runway 18 right, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV ribs, 18 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 986. Alright. TCAS, and lights, lights, lights. Ding dong. Let's get out of here. We're clear for takeoff. RNAV ribs and RNAV ribs confirmed right here on our ND here. I see ribs. Beautiful. We first officer, I might go down the right. You are a cap, and we're good on the left.
November 172, Mike Bravo, proceed direct west 1 and resume the departure.
Proceed direct west 1.
All right.
Take your people out first.
I'm a little bit to the right, but I'll fix it as soon as we start rolling. That's fine.
Clear direct west 1 transition. Could you repeat the left first, please?
Here we go.
172 McRow.
Stable.
Chrono.
Sorry,
set
resume the
takeoff thrust.
departure, or...
Manflex 61 SRS runway, auto thrust blue.
Resume departure.
Come on, labor. Come on, don't do this. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Takeoff thrust set. Check. Let's get center line here. 100 knots, check. A little bit of left rudder for that wind. V1, rotate. Nice and easy. Bring it up to the flight directors. Decrab, or crab into the wind rather. Oh, is it a rate? Gear up. Alright, hold your ears for a flyby, guys. Memphis, see ya! Atlanta, here we come back. Let's get a little action from here. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Climbing through 1,000. Thrust climb, auto thrust, and we're gonna go nose down a little bit.
Delta 986, radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000.
Up to 16,000, Delta 986. And we're navin', we're gonna go 16,000. Beautiful. And let's get that left turn coming in. Bank angle check. Beautiful. Follow those PFD flight directives as best as we could given the slight lag. S speed, there we go, flaps up. Up to 16,000, I see it blue. And nose lights can come off. And ground spoilers can disarm. Beautiful. Not too shabby. Let's start that left turn. Beautiful. Look at that rain though. No, it doesn't look convective anymore. Why isn't the wiper working? What the hell? I don't have wipers? Okay. Hey, anybody in chat seen this? We don't have wipers. Is that a bug? What the? Okay. Whatever. Let's continue this climb. Level off. Loving this hand flying right now. Speed restricted. Oh, maybe that's what it. I knew it was altitude restricted, Scott, but I didn't know at 250 knots it wouldn't work. Sounds a little odd. Maybe, but that's probably what it is. So if that's the case, I wonder what's the speed limit, like 210 or 180 or what is it? I guess it makes sense. It's like mainly designed for the approach and the landing phase, so you don't really need the wiper on the climb out. Alright, looking good. It's 13 degrees out. I'm gonna go anti-ice actually. Alright, I'm going to turn autopilot on and bring you guys back into the here. Beautiful departure. Smash that like button for that departure. Oh, that's nasty. I was gonna ask for 5 degrees to the right for weather, but screw it, we're already past it almost. It's intermittent clouds at this point. Alright, anti-ice can... We'll keep it on for now still. Okay, off with the landing lights and pressurization check at 10,000 feet, cabin altitude 2350. 3.6 on the Delta P and climbing. 16,000.
Delta 986, contact Memphis Center 133.65. Good night.
3365 Delta 986. Good night. Okay, there we go. 133.65. Give me anti-ice off. Thank you. Alright. Memphis Center, good evening. Delta 986, 11,000, climbing 16,000.
Delta 986, Memphis Center, welcome, climb, maintain flight level 350.
Flight level 350, Delta 986. Alright, that's all she wrote. That is all she wrote. Let me turn the sounds down. I'm going deaf in my headphones here. All right. So luckily we've done a pretty good job of
Radio check. I got whiskey 3.
max speed 230. Okay.
5x5.
Thanks for letting me know. That's really good information to know. I knew it was altitude restricted. I didn't know it was speed restricted, which makes sense, I guess. Because after a certain point, you're gonna start overstressing the.
Memphis Center, aircraft calling Memphis Center, read you loud and clear on me.
Beautiful. So as we're on the climb out, I'm going to go ahead and get the weather information down in at Hotlanta, Georgia. It's funny how the Fenix is being smoother on the second leg. Well, not the PFD, but the McDo was kind of lagging the first leg, but now it's responsive. Maybe it's got to do with Atlanta, like it lags in Atlanta, I don't know. But whatever, we'll take it. So as of 8:52 my time, so it's around 45 minutes old. 270 at 3, beautiful, winds calm. Enter that into the McDo. 270 at 3. QNH is, well, temperature is 29. So a bit hotter than it was in Memphis. And the altimeter is 29905. And we don't have anything funky going on in the METAR, so I'm pretty sure the weather is kind of it's not a factor for Atlanta. If we do encounter anything crazy like cells, any red cells on the way, maybe we'll deviate around them, but we'll see. 29905. And the ILS approach 26 right. I like how it, see these little things that makes me appreciate the Airbus, like these little hints that it gives you. The 7.3 is kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit more messy. It doesn't have information presented the same way, but it's still my favorite aircraft. 1190. Oops, 1190 on the barrow. Good. And let's pull standard for altimeters. Standard. Standard. And we'll go 1013, it's already standard, good. We're climbing 350, let's see, do we have any VATSIM online yet? Still no Atlanta Center. Darn it. This is like one of the only times I don't see them online, but everyone else is online. Huge cell passing Huntsville, Alabama. Hear it outside. Uh-oh. Alright, since this is a short flight, let's get everything out of the way that we can. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do is check for any arrival constraints. It looks like I want to be, if I'm coming from Rusa, I want to be at, it says landing east, expect to cross at 12,000 Glavin. We're landing west, so 14,000 at Glavin. Let's make sure that's in there. So Rusa is the transition point where we join the standard terminal arrival route Glavin 1. So by Glavin, oh, interesting. So it doesn't have the restriction here. See, this is why you double check. So we're gonna go landing west at Glavin, 14,000. I want to cross it. So that's gonna make the McDo recalculate everything. Beautiful. Give me the new profile based on that. I don't know why it sometimes doesn't want to pick up the restrictions, but I do want to be at Glavin at 14,000 feet, and that is checked. And then we're going to put our fixed ring based on that as well for a second sort of redundancy. So if our fixed ring, if we want to be at 14,000 from 35,000 feet, that's 21,000 to lose, times that by 3, that's 63. Add a low buffer, we'll call it 65. So 65 out from Glavin, and the spelling for that is Golf Lima Alpha Victor November. I want to say 65. Beautiful. Check and make sure it's there. There it is. Always a good sign to see our kind of approximated fixed ring to be more or less around the top of this in calculation by the McDo. Good. And then the only other thing I can think of to get out of the way is our landing performance. So I'm expected to land with 10,000 pounds of gas. I currently have 13. I'll take 2 off. So 141, we'll call it 141 even. So let's do our landing performance check. 141,000 feet, or pounds rather, on the gross weight. Atlanta weather is looking dry to me. And we are runwaying 26 right, was it? 26 right. 26 right. There we go. And apply weather. Again, we're good with auto brakes low, which is the case most of the time. Brendan says, pet peeves about 737. Can't just do direct to or easily clear waypoints. I realize it can be done by pasting, pasting waypoints, but not user friendly. So, Brendan, did you try just grabbing it? If you want to go direct to whatever waypoint, you just grab it and click on top. To be totally honest with you, it's the same number of steps as the Airbus. So if you go direct, boom, execute, that's 3 clicks, right? If you're in the 7.3, you go 1 click to select it here, and then you put it all the way top. That's 2 clicks, and then execute or whatever. That's still, it's the same number of clicks to get you direct to. Now for the clear, I know for deleting waypoints, there is a delete button in the, like you know how we have the clear in the McDo for the 7.3. I know there's a delete button that if you just press that, you can kind of delete waypoints like that. But yeah, I hear you. The Airbus is definitely more user friendly, put it that way. If I were to be an in real life pilot, I would want to start with the 737 just so I get proper hand flying experience, and then afterwards switch to the Airbus for the rest of my career to kind of be comfortable with the tray table and everything. Have nice meals, and you can have a nice comfortable jump seat. You don't have to worry about that stupid little skinny jump seat, or should I call it dump seat, in the 7.3. This is a proper jump seat. Definitely more ergonomic, that's for sure. Alright. So we're climbing 350. I hope I wasn't in the middle of something and I'm forgetting what I'm doing. No, yeah, okay. Auto brakes low. We needed, with auto brakes low, we need a factored landing distance of 8,165, and we have 9,000, so we're good.
172, Mike Bravo, Memphis Center, climb maintain 7,000.
Yeah, I hope I'm not mistaken. There is a DEL. If you look over it, I believe I'm going off memory, but I remember a DEL button somewhere to the bottom right of the FMS for the Boeing. And if you click that and then click on the waypoint, it should delete it, but don't quote me 100% because I'm going off memory. Apologies, Delta 986, go ahead.
Delta 986, stop climb at flight level 330. The reason I can, so I'm going to bring it down anyway, so there's no reason for you to go up, just go right back down.
Okay, roger, we'll level out at flight level 330, Delta 986. Alright, no problem. We're going to go in it, and I'm going to go 330. And what was the ISO? Minus... Doesn't really matter, but... plus 13, so plus 13, so minus 24, minus 11. Adjust that real quick. Pressurization is looking good, 6,800 feet and 6.9 on the Delta, good. Good, so we'll level off at 3.3. Now one thing that's going to change is our fix ring. I need to fix that as well. So I'm going to go over here, where was it? Fix info. So now I don't need that much distance because I'm going from 14 from 3.3 to 14. What's the new math on that? 14, 24, 34, 19 times 3, that's 30, 40, 50, 57. I'm having a brain fart right now. Let's see. So yeah, 57. We'll call it 60. So 60 out. There we go. That's our new fix ring. Brendan says, let me keep bugging you about 7.3 while you're trying to fly an A320. No problem. I'm here to juggle as much as I can. Dude, my foot is asleep. I hate this. Eli, that's so random. All right. Oh, that looks gorgeous. In fact, I'm gonna take a quick screenshot. Save that.
FedEx 420, Memphis Center, welcome, climb, maintain 50330.
All right. Looking good. And I don't believe we're gonna get a chance to get a new METAR, but I said that last time and we did, so we'll hang tight for the METAR. What was the temperature? It's 29 degrees, so it's hot in Atlanta. Nice and hot. Now it's silky smooth. Let me see what frames I'm getting. No, 28, 29, maybe 30.
FedEx 420.
It appears smooth, but the FPS number is not smooth.
FedEx 420, caution, similar call sign on the frequencies is American 420.
Everyone picking the 420s, of course.
American 420, caution, similar call sign, FedEx 420.
Alright, I'm gonna get the announcement over with while I have time. Someone just said light him up. Oh my god. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking on behalf of Delta Airlines. I'd like to thank you for joining us on this short service from Memphis to Atlanta. We're just about to level off at a cruising altitude of 33,000 feet, and we'll be starting our descent for Atlanta in about 10 minutes. In a short while, the cabin crew will come around to ensure your seatbelts are secured, fastened, and your tray table stowed with your seats in the most upright position. If there's any last-minute business to take care of, now's the time to do it. Otherwise, I ask that you remain seated for the remainder of the flight and follow the cabin crew's instructions at all times. The weather down in Atlanta, Georgia is 29 degrees Celsius. And we should have you down on the ground at in about 38 minutes. Again, on behalf of Delta Airlines, this is your Captain Simple Takeoffs, your first officer and cabin crew. I'd like to thank you for joining us, and I hope you join us again. If Atlanta's home, welcome home. Otherwise, we wish you a safe transit after this. Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for arrival. Thank you. Boom. Now that we knocked that out of the way, oh, I just saw on my email who the anonymous donor was. I'm not going to say anything, but I really appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. And of course, Scott as well. Thanks for that donor, man. All right. All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
American 420 Fort Worth Center is offline. Air service terminated for insurance purposes. Flight.
Over to Unicom for American 420. Have a good night.
Alright, we're almost exiting his airspace, so he's gonna send us to Unicom soon. So I don't see anybody in Atlanta online yet. So I think it's gonna be an uncontrolled entry into Atlanta Airport, which is fine. 122.8. Plug that in for next time, for the handout rather. And we already know we're gonna select auto brakes low. We're good with that. It's minus 39, so I'm not gonna worry about icing at this point. It's too cold. Man, I can never get enough of the clouds here in Microsoft. Screenshot. Save as. Beautiful. I'm surprised he hasn't handed me over to Unicom yet. Pretty much out of his airspace now.
The 986 Atlanta Center is offline. Air service terminated. For insurance purposes. Flight.
Over Unicom, Delta 986. Thanks for the ATC tonight.
Good evening, Memphis Center, exec jet 505. We're flight level 300 for 320.
Exec jet 505, Memphis Center, squawk 1174.
This is pretty much that cell that... No, this can't be a cell that bad. I don't know. It does look kind of bad down there though. But I see ground contact, so it's not totally obscure.
505, radar contact 28 miles to the northwest of the Vulcan VOR. Flight level 320, welcome.
I don't believe we have a weather radar in the Fenix.
Good evening, Exec 505.
I know the PMDG does.
Exec 505, descend via the Vans 3 arrival.
That's the weather
Memphis
radar.
is landing south, Memphis altimeter 2990.
Alright, we'll descend in.
TCAS I'll put below because I'm going to start my descent soon.
November 3 Echo is going to be off mic for about 3 minutes. I have an unruly passenger.
Unruly passenger.
For 3 Echo, roger, let me know when you're back.
That's funny.
Take that pistol back there with you.
Going golfing tomorrow with my buddy. Got a new glove today. Nice. 9-hole or driving range, Eli? I did a 9-hole a couple weeks ago. It was fun. You don't want to know my score though. It was 51 over par. Now, to be honest, it was a harder course. Like, if I were to rate the difficulty, it was probably a medium difficulty course. But yeah, me as a beginner, I was aiming for like plus 30 and I ended up plus 50. I'm surprised I even finished it. You go the whole 18 holes? Dude, you're a pro golfer or something. Some sort of a prodigy, like I always say. If you keep it up, you're going to be the next Tiger Woods.
3-1 Echo, back up.
Alright.
Number 3-1 Echo, Roger, welcome back.
I'm going to go ahead and select 14,000 feet because that's what I want to descend to initially for Glavin via the Glavin 1 RNAV arrival. So we'll put that in here. 14,000. Little do you know, I am Tiger Woods. Well, I mean, with that shot that you showed on Discord that we went like 200 plus yards, that was insane, dude.
This is Jet 505 has info Charlie.
The Jet 505, Roger, thank you.
Alright, I'm going to start my descent. And passenger seatbelts rip. We never turned it off. Okay, back on.
FedEx 420, descend via the Holbrook 3 arrival. Memphis is landing south. Memphis altimeter 2990.
Let's check this company message real quick. ADC delay code for 731 minutes because you turned back the time, sir. And we're going to blame it on dispatch.
FedEx 420 minutes.
Incorrect. Departure time. Send.
Okay. Shoot again, 420.
FedEx 420, descend via the Holbrook 3
I hit
arrival.
175 at the range with the hybrid. Not my best, but not my worst. I think my record is probably 175. So
via the breaker, hold 420.
definitely not bad, sir. If you're doing that at this age, imagine when you're older. Alright, let's go. One for 14,000. Officially starting our descent for Atlanta. It's a really good sign that I'm making ground contact. I'm not too worried about the cells. Now, would I fly here in a Cessna? Nope. But
1 Echo, go ahead.
In the bus, we're okay.
1 Echo, I'm going to have to go ahead and terminate here.
I'm going over to Unicom. Someone was terminating because of an unruly passenger. There we go. Cabin altitude starting to decrease. 200 feet a minute. 250. Beautiful. 7.7 and declining. Good. And we're going to see how the McDo does. I know, like I said, the last time we were going into Memphis, the last leg, the McDo did a beautiful job of handling the descent by itself. I didn't even need to pull the ground spoiler once. Let's see if we can continue that trend. Eli, it's not the power, it's the accuracy. Like I don't think I've ever hit anything under or over 200. I think my record is like between 150 to 200. Now, granted, I probably don't practice nearly as much as you do. Like I've done 2 9-holes in my life. That's all I've done. And I've been to the driving range like 3-4 times in my life. So I don't have that much experience. But yeah, it's pretty grueling. I saw one guy last time, he was a straight wizard. Like par 3, no problem, hit that hole in par 3. But it was hard, like it was far. There's some Japanese guy, he's like, do you mind I go before you? I'm like, go ahead. This guy just, ooh, let it rip. I was like, Tiger Woods, y'all. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Now, granted, I don't get 150 to 200 on every drive. I mean, that's my record. Most of my drives are probably like crap. It's like 80 yards if I'm lucky. But I've managed a few times to go between 100 to 200. But I'm sure if I obviously practice at it, I'll get better. I just don't have the much opportunities here. 8 months out of the year, it's like cold here as well. You gotta remember. Alright, I want to be at 250 knots at Glavin and 12,000 or 14,000. Oh no, actually that's for if I'm landing east, so the speed restriction doesn't apply to us. Landing west, we just want to be at 14,000 for Glavin. Cool. Looking good. Yeah, the PFD is still laggy, Eli. You see it? But it's totally because I'm streaming. As soon as I get off stream, it's going to be perfectly smooth. Yeah, it's all fine and well, Eli, until I have to fly an ILS approach in IMC weather. And then it'll be a real problem. So in that case, if there's ever IMC, we'll have to make sure we do an ILS approach so we can do auto land. Otherwise, I'm not doing an RNAV approach in IMC with a PFD like this on stream. Alright, so we passed Rusa, Jackson, Maddox is coming up. So we're about 30 out from Glevin. Stream is kind of laggy too, is it? Usually the stream itself is, like my connection is fine. If it appears laggy, it's probably my FPS in the sim. On my end, it looks pretty smooth, Eli, from what I'm seeing, but I don't know. Hopefully you guys can watch properly. Brendan says, interesting you're talking about golf. As a golfer and simmer, I see so many similarities. They're both a game of inches. One little misstep in any direction and it's a ship. Yeah. You don't have a lot of margins in golf, Brendan. My favorite part in golf is, well, as a civil engineer, I like reading the terrain. I like reading, like, kind of going down and seeing where it's sloping, and I'm usually pretty good at modeling in my head where I need to hit it to account for the slope. Now, what I actually hit it, where I actually hit it is a different story. But I always like to figure out the geometries, Brendan. But it's definitely a game of inches, man. If you want to be pro at it, yeah. Now, one thing though, Brendan, is a lot more forgiving in golf to make a mistake than aviation. Aviation costs you your life. Reading the green, yeah, I don't even know what to call it, you see? It's the green, the fair, and the rough. Whatever. Whatever. Only been golfing twice, give me a break. Oh god, forgot to get a new METAR. It's 10:03, so look at that. We probably will get a new METAR. So we're gonna go Atlanta. See, this part is less laggy for sure. Like on the first flight back, on the first flight to Memphis, it was lagging more. Received. So let's update this data. Wind's calm, beautiful, look at that. Winds calm, stable atmosphere. Here we come. Scattered from 299.5. That hasn't changed, and it is 28 degrees, cooling down a little bit. There, we have the new updated information. 299.5, and we'll enter that soon. We're at 18,000 feet. I have been itching to fly the 737 again, but the A320 has been a blast so far with the updates, man. Yeah, for me, I only fly it on stream, so I can't really say the same thing because this is pissing me off, but I can imagine off stream it's smooth as a baby's bottom. Well, so you kill a few people in aviation, details. Yeah, who cares about those minor details? 299.95. They're just collateral damage. Part of the thing. Part of the process, Brendan. They're just collateral damage. Man, I would imagine Florida has some gorgeous golf courses. We have some nice ones here too, but the one I went to, like I said, for someone who's like a beginner, I should not have went to that one. It's too much of a difficult course. There's a lot of up and down, and it's definitely not an easy course. At the very least, it's a medium difficulty, I'd say. All right. So it looks like we're gonna be maybe a little bit high, but that's fine. Almost meeting that restriction at Glavin. I'm not gonna kill ourselves trying to. What I am gonna do is, at least if we can't meet the altitude, we'll meet the speed. So let's go 260, 250 at Glavin, and what I'm gonna do is give it a nice vertical, and I'm gonna go full speed brakes. Just to help us slow down and get down. So 2 miles out. Look at that, we made it. The real fake pilot made a nice adjustment. Look at that, 21,000 feet, met that restriction at Glavin, and slowing down to 250. What else can you ask for? Now after 14, what's the next one? Just gonna go all the way down for the ILS, I guess. Eventually we're gonna be down to 5,000. So you know what? Let's go all the way down to 5,000. And since I don't have I don't have any restrictions, I'll just keep it at a nice steady descent rate, and we can retract our spoilers and arm them. So we are at 250 knots. We met the restriction. Atlanta traffic, Delta 986 is about 30 miles north west of the field on the Glavin 1 RNAV arrival, left downwind for 26 right, Atlanta traffic. And correction, right downwind for 26 right for Delta 986, Atlanta traffic. Alright, so right downwind, 26 right. I'm quite happy with the 1600 feet a minute. It's working out beautifully. In fact, I'll make it 1500 a minute. Whoops, 1500 a minute. There we go. And we are at 250. That's good. We're gonna go landing lights at 10,000 feet. Here we go. Toggle the seatbelt signs, and Let the cabin crew know we're passing 10,000 feet. Anti-ice is off. Beautiful. All right, excited for this arrival, guys. 5,000 feet to go. I'm gonna go LS push buttons on and selected speed now so we can go activate approach phase in the McDo. Beautiful. Looking good. It's a little shaky. I feel the bumps. Got a nice 12 knot tailwind right now, bringing our ground speed to 305. True airspeed 292. Alright, let's turn downwind. We'll get a little left window view as we turn downwind. There we go. Let's level off, or wings level rather. What is that over there? It looks like some sort of a quarry or something. Alright, a couple thousand feet to go. I'm gonna arrest that rate of descent. Let's make it nice 1,000 feet a minute. Atlanta traffic, Delta 986, descending out of 6,700 feet. We're established on a right downwind for runway 26 right, Atlanta traffic. And we're looking good. Depressurizing, 1,200 on the altitude and decreasing. Good. Check. Brendan says my favorite part of the PMDG, the rudder is so much easier to control and yoke seems to have nose wheel authority to make it easier to steer. Yeah, using the rudder, I don't know if you use the rudder for the Fenix or not. I use the tiller. I just kind of use this, whatever, I mapped this as my tiller, but yeah, when I was using the rudder to taxi the Fenix, I agree that I think taxiing the PMDG in general is easier. I agree with that. Just wait until you get proficient with it. Like, once you get used to hand flying the PMDG, Brendan, and you get used to the fact that you have to take over the manual thrust and stuff, it just feels like so much like, you know how they say some cars are a driver's car? It's like a pilot's plane, you know? It's just so intuitive, so fluid with your responses to your inputs. And this is me obviously saying this as a non-pilot, but from everything I understand and everything I've heard. But at the end of the day, if you're a full-time pilot, I would imagine they'd rather choose the Airbus because it's just a lot more comfortable. What I've heard from real pilots is like they like, you know, the 7.3 when they're just starting out their flying career, when they're still young and they can afford to have their legs be squeezed between the yoke in the small tight cabin. But as they get older, they all want to move on to the Airbus. Alright, 5,000 feet for Zello. That's checked. Leveling off now. I'm going to slow it down now to 210. Man, it is bumpy. It is bumpy. This is downtown Atlanta. We are on Unicom, right? I like how there's no one talking. Hopefully I am on Unicom. No one's online anyway, still for Atlanta. So it's an uncontrolled landing. And we actually don't need to take it all the way from Zelo. We can take it short. Or we can go all the way and then have more track miles and have more views to enjoy. I'm not in a rush. Look at that. Let me see if I can get a screenshot of that. Beautiful downtown off our left wing. Delta 986 Atlanta arrival. Good. Lots of screenshots on today's flight. Beauty. How did you map that access to tiller? I didn't know you could do that. Okay, you basically, I can show you after I land, but you're looking for nose wheel steering. I believe that's what it is. I'll need to check as soon as I land if you can remind me, Brendan, but you want to map it, you want to map the this twisty thing. You basically find out what axis it is and you map it to nose wheel steering. I believe that's what it's called. And then in the, I believe in the Fenix, in the settings, you had to, oh man, I'm going like straight off memory. Somewhere, maybe Scott or someone else if they're watching can comment, but I don't know if somewhere in the EFB if there was a setting to like enable nose wheel steering. Or am I mixing? Oh no, you know what? I might be mixing that with the PMDG. So I don't even think you need to worry about that, Brendan. You just need to map it to the tiller. Was it here somewhere? No, not that. Alright, callouts are hydraulic steering. Was this it? Maybe try turning this on. I'm not sure if that's what it is. Yellow hydraulic steering. Yeah, so from the yellow system. That might have to do with the nose wheel. But yeah, you can definitely map that for the Fenix. That's what I've always done. I would just make sure that's on. And then yeah, when I land, I can check the to see what I've mapped it to, and then it'll be. Look at how bumpy it is. Jeez. Sheesh. Alright, we're going below the glide slope beautifully. So when ready, we're going 095. Let's see, so we want to go like 180-ish when we're ready to go perpendicular to the localizer course. 180. And we can you want to give you flaps 1, speed check flaps 1. Okay, good. 180. I'll slow it down to 180 as well. Nice long final. I guess there's a time limit, and if you don't select it, it expires. Okay, heading 180. Delta 986, turn right heading 180. Right heading 180, Delta 986. Atlanta traffic, Delta 986 is turning right base, runway 26 right, Atlanta traffic. Beautiful, look at that, nice and perpendicular. .21 miles out, nice long final. Delta 986, you are 7 miles from Haines, turn right heading 230, maintain 5,000 until established, clear for the ILS approach, runway 26 right. Okay, right heading 230, maintain 5,000, cleared for the ILS 26 right, Delta 986. I'll actually make that 240.
Alpha 1592, Atlanta traffic, vaccine 26 plus for departure, Atlanta traffic.
Localizer should come in. There we go, localizer captured, beautiful. Stern final. Look how shaky, we've just been getting beat the hell up the whole flight. It is shaky. Okay, field in sight, 19 out, nice long final. Wait for the glide slope to come in range in about 3-4 miles, and then we'll click approach. Right now I've just captured the loc. Missed approach altitude, climb to 1,800 feet, then climbing right turn to 4,000 inbound on Romeo Mike Golf radial 132 to Dallas International 18.5 DME and hold. So 4,000 is the altitude. We're gonna go approach. Glide slope blue, loc green cat 3 dual autopilot 1 and 2. Yes, I do. I've heard Fenix suggest that it's to put it on low, but I haven't really had any issues, so I just keep it on real. I hope the turbulence being on real is not what's causing the lag. I don't think so. I don't think it's related. But yeah. I guess most people have it on low, right? Honestly, Brendan, I haven't had many issues with it being on real, so until then I'll keep it on real. And give me flaps too. Nice. 13-mile final. Atlanta traffic, Delta 986 is on a 13-mile final for runway 26 right, Atlanta traffic. Oh my goodness. Look how shaky this is. Cabin crew, please prepare for landing. Okay, we're on glide. Missed approach altitude is 4,000 feet. Set. It is gusty. Sheesh, it's like dive bombing. Yeah, Scott, you run realistic too? Yeah, exactly. That's preferred. As long as I don't run into any lag issues or whatever, freezing issues or something stupid, I'm going to keep that. Alright, give me gear down. And we can slow it down to final now. So speed checks, flaps 3. And give me flaps full. Speed check, flaps full. Butter time, let's get it. We'll see, we'll see. It's awfully gusty, Raph. But the good news is it's kind of on our nose. Oh, now it's shifting, so that's definitely gusty. You see the wind shifts? No, this is crazy. No, that's nuts, dude. What are you doing? Gear down, 3 greens, no red. Flaps full indicated. KMEM landing, no blue. We're lit up. Clear to land. Look at the auto thrust just fighting this bad boy. Atlanta traffic, Delta 986 is on a 4-mile final, runway 26 right. Atlanta traffic. Alright, hopefully no more gusts. No more gusts.
Atlanta traffic, Southwest 1692 is going to line up on runway 26 left for departure.
Alright, so we're going to have to make sure that we wait for this guy to depart before crossing the runway, obviously. There's the Southwest. He is about to depart. Safe flight. Oh, replay. Replay! Record. Yes. There we go. Alright, my aircraft.
$400. $300. 100 above.
Winds calm. So it's pretty much matching what the METAR was saying. It was saying winds calm, that's good. One-way inside landing.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Come on. Spoilers. Reverse green. I'm not gonna lie, I almost thought that's a go around because we just hit it on the last tick mark in the touchdown zone. But if we were to go float way past the touchdown zone, I would have aborted it. I would have went around.
Traffic.
Yeah. We're gonna hold short for the Southwest unless he departed already. Welcome back down to Atlanta, guys. If you enjoyed that, smash that like button. Hold on, let me just stop right here. Beautiful. Oh, there's the Southwest. He gone. Safe flight. See ya. All right. Block time 58:52. Beautiful. So it took us an hour and 1 minute going to Memphis, and basically pretty much in 59 minutes on our way back. Let's see. Are we clear on this? Let's clean it up.
Atlanta traffic, Southwest 1692 is direct Snuffy.
Okay, still not clear of the runway. Let me get clear of the runway real quick. I love the auto thrust sounds, or the thrust sounds, the CFMs spooling up. I feel like the new update really did nice with the sounds.
Atlanta traffic, Lufthansa 883, taking off from runway 26 left.
And Atlanta traffic, Delta 986 is clear of 26 right, taxiing to Concourse Delta via Bravo 4, crossing 26 left after the departing traffic, Atlanta traffic. That whine of the spool up, it sounds so good. There he is. Rotate. Safe flight to that Lufthansa over there. See ya. Alright, we can cross. Atlanta traffic, Delta 986 crossing runway 26 left at Bravo 4 to Concourse Delta, Atlanta traffic. Yeah, mapping the tiller, Brendan, would definitely help you in terms of taxiing this bad boy. I couldn't do it with the rudder, man. Alright, we're gonna have to veer right a little bit. That's fine. Clear on the left and clear on the right. So we got double butters on today's stream, that's good. But awfully close to a go around there. I think we managed to hit it just before the last tick on the touchdown zone, but we'll take it. And might as well just go to Concourse Charlie over here, actually.
Atlanta traffic.
This is probably more appropriate gates for our size of aircraft anyway. The last one was for regionals.
Flight level 3.
Alright, I'm gonna go...
Atlanta traffic also 1692 is at 10,000, crossing 10,000, going for 290.
Oh yeah, let's stop the replay. Hold on. First I'm going to taxi here. Fly the aircraft, and it does not change when you're on the ground. Always control the aircraft and then worry about everything else. Alright. We'll take this one right in the corner here, because why not? That was really fun. I enjoyed that. A little more forward, please. All right, we'll call it right about there. Welcome back down to Atlanta. We had 59 minutes on the flight time, hour and 8 on the block time. Let's go APU. Taxi lights can come off. Start that APU. Should have done it earlier, but no problem. Okay, this is a good time to check for Brendan. What did we do for our controls? Let's see. So if I come to this guy. Okay, if you go search by input, Brendan, click here. Let me turn this on. Okay, so click on search by input and simply just move this guy, and it'll identify what axis it is. So you're looking for nose wheel steering axis. Nose wheel steering axis, that was the name. And you come here and you just make sure that you, well, I don't want to cancel mine, but you just basically map it to this axis right here. And in my case, I have to have a reverse axis checked. And then once you do that, Again, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe this one's more of a question for V1. It's saying the yellow hydraulic steering. I'm guessing the nose wheel steering is by the yellow system. So if you have this on, then, and also make sure you don't have this pedal disconnect pushed in. Make sure it's out, because that disconnects the nose wheel steering from the system. So if that's out and you map that and you check that, you should be good to go in terms of using this axis for, you see how it's moving for me? It'll make it a lot easier, man. All right. So that was for Brendan. Oh yeah, APU is available. Let's go APU bleed. Good. Engine number 2 can come off. Engine number 1 can come off. Predictive wind shear and all that good stuff is coming off. And standby on the TCAS and the transponder. We'll wait for 5% N1 because we're real fake pilots here. All right, good enough. 5% N1. We can go beacon lights off and seatbelt signs off. Beautiful. We're gonna go pumps off. Crew supply, passenger off, CVR on, and basically the reverse of whatever we did. So we'll go off on the aiders. Beauty. Welcome back down to Atlanta, and that's 2 legs in the books. We're gonna go ATSU, clear the message. Arrived, thank you. And we can go ahead and unload or deboard. Parked a little bit right of the line. That's fine. Still one wheel. One out of the 2 nose wheels was on the line. And deboard. Thank you. That was fun, guys. We can stop our block time as well. 1 hour and 8 minutes. Beautiful. Reset that. Good. Interesting how the gateway didn't want to connect again. Whatever. Whatever. Alright, let me disconnect off VATSIM. Thanks to all the ATC controllers for giving us ATC this evening as usual. Let's go snip a screenshot here. Boom. And then we'll go one from this side. Kind of like there. Beautiful. Snip. All going on Discord right after the stream. In the simple takeoffs, simple screenshots Discord channel. Good. Here's the passenger bus. Maybe we can watch them deplane like that. And I'll be right back. All right. Beauty. Baggage has been unloaded. I like this guy's sweater. It's nice and colorful. Flight attendants so polite, bowing to everybody. I would expect that from like Japanese airlines, but not Delta. Look at the way she bows. How polite of her. This guy definitely has weed in that bag. He definitely looks like he would have weed in that bag. We'll get a screenshot here with the bus and everything. Baggage unloading complete, says GSX. Screenshot. Alright, that's going to do it for today's streams. 2 legs in the books. Let me show you guys the landing before we get out of here. The landing rate, rather. So according to the landing rate monitor, I got a 131 and 0.85 Gs. We shall take it. And then Sim Toolkit Pro, 97. And luckily, all that nasty stuff stayed to the south of our course. Alright guys, thank you so much to each and every single one of you for watching it, for tuning in, for watching, for smashing the like button, for donating. I appreciate all my Simple First officers and Simple Captains for your membership. Thank you so much for supporting the channel as always. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Happy Wednesday. We had Gary, we had Raf and Scott. Thanks for flying with me. La Boom TV, Chloe on Twitch, of course Mr. Brendan Berry, and Mr. Scott, and I feel like I'm repeating, Eli. We had, who else? The usual suspects. See ya, Scott. I'm gonna get the replay ready and then we'll get out of here. So let's go reset on GSX. We can go ground services, close all this stuff up, and go panel states ready, activate. Let's get the flaps out. Good. We are ready for the replay. Let's go. We're off VATSIM. All right. Let's check it out. All right, guys, enjoy the replay. We're out of here. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Until next time, I'm out.
Until one day, a
See
young
ya.
man catches fire.